We're working on it. Multi-stream.
I might have to move your camera. No.
Oh, I'm just scooted back.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, it's just not showing up for some reason. It's connected, though. You could probably add... Those are my cameras. The 4K cam links are the ones that we use. Let's say you can add a camera, but not on that part of it.
I'm Brett.
Good job.
Well, I don't have a camera then. Screw it.
Hey, Floyd, what's going on, dude? No, just use that camera. That camera will be fine. I know you hate seeing yourself. And it's live on YouTube. Okay. Let me turn my volume down. You already hit record on Audacity?
Yeah, you're gone.
Well, I guess just go ahead and play our intro music.
We're going to blame that on Joey's computer.
Yeah. Here, Matt, I'll send it to you.
Can you let it run for a second to make sure it don't crash again?
I mean, just keep an eye on it. We'll find out. Let's see.
Breaking news. Justin Bieber's wife is pregnant.
Breaking news.
That's our Pod Bless story.
Beep, 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 beep.
That's our Pod
News
Bless
in.
story. We're going to...
This just in.
We're Pod Blessing that baby. Sorry.
Oh, here you go, Matt. Here's the real link.
No way. Matt's in bed.
No, he was texting me saying, did you guys just quit? We don't quit.
We never quit.
We're not.
We're too legit.
Too legit to quit. Hey. Now I'm going to try it again. It's taking longer than expected. What? I don't want to do that. Discard.
Screw it. It is what it is.
There's Matt. Well, it's about time, he says.
He's like, hey, guys, good going to bed.
I'll post the link on here again, even though... Oh. Go ahead and hit our big opening intro. We'll get that at least under the belt.
Figure all this out.
You've had ample time to figure it out, though.
I didn't even put it on the logo yet, Bob.
Hello, and welcome to the Pod Bless Podcast with three dads who are involved in church ministry where one is a full-time minister, the other is a volunteer, and one is a veteran of both.
This podcast will deal with the interaction between our faith and our day-to-day lives.
With a few fun segments in between.
I'm Joey.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Brett.
And this is Pod Bless.
Hey, how's it going, everybody out there in podcast land? Welcome to the Pod Bless Podcast. Cut. Welcome to the Pod Bless Podcast. Sorry, we're a little late if you're watching live or we're expecting the live. It's not our fault. Streamlabs apparently was going down all over America. And and so nobody was able to stream. And now we have it working. Good job, Noah.
Noah did it.
Yay. Everybody thank Noah for all of his hard work getting that boat together and saving two of every animal.
Yep.
Because you're Noah from the boat.
I could only imagine what this Noah would be like on a boat full of animals.
That he had to take
That he
care
had to
of
take
and
care
clean up for 40 days and 40 nights? No,
Yeah.
that was just how long it rained because it was still longer after the 40 days and 40 nights.
What would you do, Noah?
Joey's not here, so I'm the biblical scholar tonight.
I don't know. Be a wild party.
I can't even tell if this is live. It is 9:47, so 30 seconds from now, you'll hear me say that.
So it might be 9:48.
It literally looks like all the cameras reset, too. Like,
They?
it looks bad, even on my screen.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. We'll get it figured out for next time. If I sit back like that, it'll not be as washed out.
If Joey would update his computer.
From, once a year.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But anyway, yeah, welcome to Pod Bless Podcast. For those of you listen to audio later, you have no clue what happened, but we're about 45 minutes behind schedule, and we were so far ahead of everything. Matt says we're good in the comments. That's all we need. Oh, I need to post it to Facebook. Of course, it's on Facebook now, isn't it?
I shared it on Facebook.
I'm leaving at 10.
You're leaving at 10?
It's my contract.
Yeah.
Okay. And we can't switch it to 2 cameras because we've not got that lined out, but...
What do you have to do at 10?
Sleep.
Yeah, sure.
Some people got to work around here. Not sleep on the job. I don't get to do that.
No, let's not get that.
Yeah.
Let's not get that
start
rumor started
Sorry.
again.
Don't wanna
Let's
tell
not
nobody.
start that.
Don't throw anybody under the bus. So,
Or in the basement.
Yeah, let's not start that, man.
how's everybody's week going other than Streamlabs messing us over in the beginning of the show? Pretty good week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Other than Noah about 5 seconds ago, and I kind of want to punch him in the face.
Just do the throat. Face shows too much.
I'll do it on live TV.
So you said you're opening your pool Sunday?
Yeah. Mother's Day. That's what I told Sarah. I was like,
in honor
hey,
of Mom.
we're gonna have family open the pool day because it's like a lot of work to get the cover
Oh, yeah,
off.
yeah.
And she's like, Happy Mother's Day to me. I was like,
oh,
we
forgot
don't
about
have to do
that.
And she's like, no, it's okay.
Yeah, at least I'll have the pool all summer.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
You got to check it for leaks and all that good stuff. Or
No, just make sure it starts on up.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, make sure it's got that 2-stroke in there.
Is it salt or is it?
No,
It's chlorine, right?
I wish it was.
Yeah, that'd be something to look forward to in the future.
When we took over the house, when
Yeah.
we bought it, I say took over.
Hey, Rosemary.
What's up? We looked about turning it to a salt pool.
Yeah.
And the guy came out and was like, yeah, all this stuff is like brand new. I wouldn't do it.
And wait until.
Yeah, he's like, wait until it goes out
Yeah.
and then do it.
Yeah, no sense in wasting good equipment.
Yeah.
Well, that's good though. Just gotta get
Yeah.
there and test your chemicals. Get that little thing. Look at what color they turn.
Yeah. Throw some baking soda in there.
I bet Noah does it on the side. I bet he could be your pool boy.
No, I'm good.
I do play with chemicals a lot.
There's a like 95% of the or chance that I would probably drown you.
You show up and just go out
Boss, I'm a lifeguard.
there.
Yes, we did fire Joey.
No, we didn't fire Joey. Joey has a sick widow tummy. You got a widow tummy ache.
Oh, your
Widow belly hurts.
Do you think Joey takes
Got your widow
regular
waddle?
Tylenol or children's Tylenol?
None. He takes sugar.
I was gonna say he can't because it tastes too icky.
It makes his stomach hurt worse.
It's too yucky. Make your tongue feel funny.
I can only take the bubblegum kind, guys.
I wanted cherry.
How disappointed were you the first time you ever tried Pepto-Bismol thinking it was going to taste like bubble gum?
Yeah, and it's
Oh, so chalky.
yeah, it's chalky and minty.
Oh, that should be my segment.
About
Things that
Pepto-Bismol?
look good but really are crap. Like Pepto-Bismol, you'd be like,
Oh,
I'd
dude,
chug a
it
whole bottle
looks
of
so
that.
delicious, doesn't it? It
It's like
looks
liquid
so good.
cotton candy.
Oh, and then you drink it, and it's literally like drinking a wad of cotton.
Or like, what's the other medicine? The grape flavored.
Robitussin.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
all kinds of grape flavors, yeah.
I just made that up. I have
No.
no idea. I've
I
never
don't know.
even taken Robitussin. in my
Edelberry.
life.
Edelberry. Like,
Edelberry, ooh.
Did you know you can buy Pepto-Bismol in the chewable form now?
Yeah.
though? So you don't have to taste
Those
the
are pretty-
chalky.
Well, still, you're chewing up a powderish.
You're still chewing up
chunk.
the piece of chalk.
Yeah.
I mean, Tums are just adult Smarties.
Tums are disgusting too.
I just do them every once in a while. I
Yeah.
don't like to get stuck on them, but if I have some indigestion and can't sleep, I'll chew up some Tums. It's not my big thing, though. Don't really try to.
Got nausea, heartburn,
Indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Oh, that was your line.
That's too young for that.
That and you. Smell like diarrhea. So,
I was thinking of the Orbits lady for some reason while you were singing that.
the dirty mouth.
Dirty mouth.
Clean it up. Lint liquor. Oh. What, acetaminophen?
I think so. Like the liquid
Amoxicillin. Amoxicillin.
Oh, I
Yeah.
could chug that.
Yeah, they did have amoxicillin. That was what is that stuff called that everybody takes all the time? Like, you got an infection, you need to take a
Penicillin.
Have a joke for that, but nope.
So I grew up at the perfect time, like right when I started, like, I don't know, remembering stuff.
Yeah.
That's when they started offering like changed flavors, I feel like.
No.
My
To
kids
actually
love the
help people out.
Zyrtec, like when they have allergies.
Oh yeah. I've started having
That's
that
their
this
favorite.
season.
Me too.
This spring, my eyes have been itchy ever since spring hit.
That's so weird. I usually have the worst allergies and they haven't hit me yet.
Maybe it's a switch over in allergies. You know, there was a conspiracy theory. I don't want to say conspiracy theory. There's a theory about why people's allergies are so bad now, because there was city planners back in the 50s who were like, let's plant trees. But I tell you what, so that we don't have the male and female plants crossbreeding to pollinate and make fruit and make a big mess everywhere, let's only plant the male trees. That way they can't cross-pollinate. Well, in turn, the other tree wasn't there to take the pollination, so thus there's just a ton of pollen flying through the air. When if they would have planted the female, there wouldn't have been pollen coming off of those anyway, and there wouldn't be the male trees to pollinate them. Thus, there wouldn't have been fruit anyway. So they would have been better off. But because of a city planter in the 50s, they planted a bunch of male trees that push off a ton of pollen.
So do you want to bring up the conspiracy theory against that?
There's one against
I
it?
listened to the podcast about it the other day.
Oh, did you really? Tell us about it.
Apparently, allergies are going to start beating cancer as the #1 killer because over time,
never
our
heard-
bodies are not adapting to as fast as
Oh.
everything's going. And it's so like people can't, like when they sleep, they can't breathe.
Yeah.
And like their lungs will start working harder and everything in your body starts working harder. And it's going to slowly kill people out with people with allergies because they can't handle it with their bodies.
I mean, everything's a lung-based virus as it is.
And they pulled up the statistics of it too. And they were like, look, since like the past 30 years, it's doubled every year from allergy deaths.
Dang. I've never heard of allergy deaths, so I think that's silly. But, I mean, I guess I'll believe just about anything as long as you're convincing.
You want a car?
I want a car?
Yeah.
I guess.
I got a nice one outside.
To sell me?
Yeah.
Are you trying to say the thing of like, I've got some oceanfront property in Arizona?
No.
Because that's what it sounded like you were going
I got
with.
an Oasis front property.
I got a bridge.
Does it sound
The
nice?
Golden Gate
Wanna buy
Bridge. No. It doesn't make sense what you're saying in my brain.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Rosemarie says, I could see it, but I overcame my cat allergies.
What does it say about penicillin? I can't read.
Penicillin apparently can cure syphilis.
Oh.
Penicillin is a great drug.
Is that that cough?
I always change the name of it.
To what?
That was my joke. To penicillin.
Yeah.
If the wife ever had a headache, I was like, well, you know what could fix that? A little bit of penicillin. It was my cure-all. Saying, hey.
What does she say?
She says, shut up and get away from me.
I'm a doctor. You're not. That's not what.
Is that an infectious disease?
It can be.
I would say it probably is.
Oh.
What's your favorite? If you had to pick one.
Okay. Go ahead.
Really? Okay.
Oh, no. Are you going too dark? Are we going too dark?
No, yeah. I'm not
Okay.
gonna say it.
Okay. I didn't know if it was appropriate.
Yeah, I wouldn't have the guts either to say it.
Speaking of things we shouldn't talk about, did anybody catch the roast of Tom Brady this past week?
Not until 20 minutes ago when the,
All the little
cameras
highlights we
was
show
out.
you. So Netflix, for their first live event, because they're doing the Mike Tyson fight with Jake Paul live.
Yeah.
So this was their first big event where they did a roast of Tom Brady, which a lot of people are saying was the comeback of the roast. A roast being a bunch of comedians and people that know this one person, and they all go in and make jokes at their expense as a show of camaraderie and admiration.
Yeah. Like we're going to make fun of you, but not really.
Out of love.
Kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. And it used to be classic back in the day. Don Rickles was a huge roaster. He would roast people constantly. He just did it every day, though. Everybody he ran into. But he would be a part of like a speech, getting up and being like, this bum, da-da-da-da.
Right.
Well, they did it for Tom Brady. It was a huge event because he's the GOAT. I mean, he's huge on all sports areas. So everybody showed up from sports. Everybody showed up from comedy. And he got ripped to pieces. Not just him, though. It was everybody that showed up got ripped to pieces. They went real dark. They were making suicide jokes. They were making jokes at his wife's expense, even though, what was it, Kevin Hart even was like, screw those kids, because he was making fun of him leaving Giselle and the kids for one more ring.
Yeah, I did hear that one where he's talking about he was let your family go 9 and 8, something like that.
He's like, way to go. He's like, screw them kids. And I was like, man, that cuts deep.
Was it the chick that brought up the ring joke?
No, this was Kevin Hart actually doing this part of it.
I remember one of them was like, congrats on getting 8 rings. I mean, it would have been 7, but Giselle gave hers back.
That was Nikki Glazer.
Oh,
she
awesome.
rocked it. She did really good.
She's got that personality though, where she's just like,
well, she's just good at what she does. She's my age, which is crazy to think about, somebody that successful, and then me.
Yeah.
Over here doing this.
It's okay. Mr. Beast is 26, if that makes you feel
that
better.
Dude, that's crazy. Mr. Beast is 26. He's giving away 26 Teslas for his 26th birthday.
How do you get on that list?
You're on it. I've added you in on Instagram. Don't have to. He gives them to you.
Yeah, but you still have to pay the taxes and everything.
So?
You have to pay to get the electricity hooked up in your house.
Yeah.
Or you just go to Meyer.
He's also given $10,000 a piece.
Oh, so it covers everything.
Yeah,
Right.
and a year's supply of Beast Bars, which is his candy company.
They're trash. I tried one the other day.
I don't care. It's It's a year's worth of free candy, because Prime also said they'll give a year's worth of Prime to people, which I never drink Prime.
Prime's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
they're in a lawsuit for Forever Chemicals right now. People are suing the Paul or everybody that owns in Prime, because apparently there's forever chemicals that never go away that are used in the process.
they'll stay in you forever.
Basically, cancerous type stuff.
I don't get that, man. I don't get the red dye thing.
Well, that's not a fully proven one. That's just one that people take precautions on.
Time out. Have you seen the pictures though of people that get McDonald's and like, I left this hamburger outside for a year?
I've witnessed that in person. Yeah. They put it under a glass case in a schoolroom, and the quarter pounder never changed. And the French fries looked like they just came out of the pack.
Did you eat them?
No. Heck no. That was not even a year, and it was like that. It was crazy. The preservatives. We need to get back to eating our own raised pork and beef. And
the best thing we ever did was buy that.
half a cow.
Yeah,
Or
whatever
a quarter
it was.
cow.
Yeah, best thing. Like,
Yeah, PETA sucks.
Oh, you said PETA. Yeah. Oh, you had a little small lisp when you said it. I was like, whoa. It's like you said, penis sucks. Sorry. We're off the rails already.
Yeah,
but
this is Pod Bless After Dark.
Podblex.
In Josh's basement.
It should have been, right? So
I almost said that to you today, actually.
Dude, next time we do it in your basement, I'm wearing the VR the whole time.
you could probably watch the live through the VR.
100%.
Actually, you can, yeah.
I could get in chat rooms and we could live talk to people.
No, you can't.
We could.
Not on this show.
Why couldn't?
Well, yeah, not on this show. You could.
What's stopping us?
Us.
Exactly.
The hosts. So anyway, but they had this roast of Tom Brady. It was pretty crazy. Great jokes. Tony Hinchcliffe absolutely rocked it out too. Just such smart jokes. Bert and Tom from Two Bears, One Cave podcast, they got up and did a joint roast of Tom Brady. So in lieu of that, we tried to come up with our own version of a roast, since it was so hardcore. And like I said, they made jokes about suicide and death and all this stuff. We don't want to go that hard. We're Pod Bless. We try to keep it classy, even though it's Pod Bless After Dark. So we thought we would come up with a light roast.
Lightly roasted.
Now, first off, when I heard roast, I always think of like a big hunk of meat in a crock pot or in the stove cooking with a bunch of vegetables.
I thought of the cinnamon peanuts you smell at the Reds game.
Roasted peanuts.
They smell so good.
Roasted.
I think coffee.
Coffee beans. Yeah, you roast the coffee beans so that they get to a certain point. So what Tom Brady and them had going on, we would consider a dark roast. So now, tonight, we're going to try to come up with a light roast so that we can... Oh, get some plugs going on. So that we can lightly roast somebody. Because in the Pod Bless way, generally we're going to kind of like brag on them a little bit. So we're looking for more of a Pod Bless Your Heart kind of roast, where kind of a backhanded comment, like we were talking about when we Pod Bless somebody anyway. it's kind of a backhanded compliment where they say something that doesn't sound mean, but they're cutting into them because they're saying a truth that's
they're saying
insecure.
Not so nice.
Yeah. So we're
not
looking,
so mean truths.
So I don't know what the best name for it would be, if it would be light roast or a
Hardly.
pod bless your roast.
Hardly roasted.
Hardly roasted. Instead of totally roasted, hardly roasted. So yeah. So but in that concept, since Joey's not here and we usually roast him to his face every week when he's here, I thought we could go into just some little jokes that we might have written about. Let's try it first by bragging on him, but like kind of backhanded bragging on him.
He's a great guy when he wants to be.
There you go. See, that's a Joey Butch. He's a great guy when he wants to be. Joey Butch. I can say I've never heard the same sermon twice from him. I don't think I've ever listened to a full sermon.
Me either.
And you go here. And we can move on from Joey too, but let's just think of a few like that. Joey Butch. I've never seen him sleep in the beds that he has in his office.
I'm not a big like filtered brain mind guy, and this is hard.
Told you we should have wrote some of them down, but we can move to each other too. You know, I was thinking how we were poking fun of your glasses being small last week, saying that you have a big head.
Joey Butch, why go pick up food when you got a food pantry?
See,
Dang.
Delicious kettle corn popcorn chips.
Joey
Sorry, Brett.
Butch.
It's almost like isn't like a roast. It's almost like writing a poem because we just keep citing his name and then throwing something after it.
Joey Butch.
Oh,
I started a podcast 3 years ago, but I never can show up to it.
actually started it 5 years ago, and then actually started it 3 years ago.
Joey Butch, I'm for sure not watching right now.
Oh, I've never seen a guy cry over a topic of being stuck in the mud. Is that a Tom Brady bit? Or is it talking about Joey? Did Joey get stuck in the mud and cry?
I don't know. You might have to fill us in on that one.
Yeah, we're lost on that one. It probably makes sense.
If you're gonna
what you
talk
said.
crap, you got to add him.
But yeah, we can go on past Joey Butch, but it is pretty fun just to roast him.
His mom's not going to listen to this. She's going to skip it.
We should put like an advisory thing in the beginning.
From 22:19 to 23:19, we roast Joey pretty hard. So you can either skip it or you can go back and watch it.
Oh, sorry,
Like,
I'm getting a bunch of
We
things.
should make one of those bad lip videos.
Oh, bad lip reading.
Like we should take videos
Like his
of him.
sermon.
sermon, or like from the podcast. Josh can put.
Just might add a bunch of little sounds from him. Like
I feel like I can do it pretty well.
yeah.
Just like, I like Nazi Germany.
Hear me out. This guy had some good ideas.
I think we're on to something.
We're on to something.
Like if you compile the videos, like I think I can, like come up with some.
I always say this, but we could make this a reoccurring segment to where we just do a light roast. If somebody has something too good going on, we're like, hey, guess what? We're gonna give a light roast
It's a
to
good check.
such and such to keep them in check. Yeah,
Tom Brady's just so great. You got to find something to get him at.
right. That's what they kept saying. What was it? Tony Hinchcliffe said. He said, "Tom Brady, you look like a gay Tom Brady."
Yeah.
It's like a joke inside a joke.
Yeah, I was like, that's pretty funny.
Oh, it was Joey.
Oh, Joey got stuck in the mud. I've never seen a guy cry over a topic of being stuck in the mud. Okay, that was a joke about at his expense.
Maybe we were talking about being stuck in the mud and he started crying.
I mean, he gets pretty emotional sometimes.
Joey Butch, I get pretty emotional sometimes.
Joey Butch, death excites me.
Death excites me. It was a thing there for a minute.
Yeah, like a lot of minutes.
Every week there for a while.
All right, we got to lay off Joey. Who else we got?
I thought about trying to roast people in the comments, but we've only got 3 viewers, so I don't know if that's going to possibly work out. Most people have went to bed by now.
Kelly Williams.
Nope.
And one of them could literally murder all of us if he wanted to.
Did you catch the video that I made? I added him into it when Joey's going to take. We said Joey should take a punch from Matt Barber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you put it out? Did I just miss it?
Yeah.
Is it this week's one?
Yes.
Why didn't I see it?
Because nobody pays attention.
Look,
Bless.
Look,
where most of the people involved are involved.
I ain't holding back. We can go at Matt.
Pastor's sermon is so good. The Lord has me speaking in snores. That's kind of a good roast.
It used to be great when he was learning how to do everything and he left his Apple Watch on and I could text him during the service. He'd always look at it and it would be something outrageous just to get him off topic.
I think we're going to have to start calling her Roast Marie. There we go.
Marie.
You want to go at Matt Barber? We can go at Matt Barber.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Matt Barber, all them muscles and still not good at video games.
He's still not good at
well,
video
that's why
games.
his muscles. That's not a good
that's
find that one.
self-explanatory.
I'm gonna back him this entire time so he doesn't kill us all.
Brett and I were just actually having a conversation before you got here about how we're at the age now that we're going to kind of quit playing video games. Sleep is so great. I'm telling you,
getting off early,
right? It's a big deal now. We're at an age it's like we should really just stop. There's no benefit from playing a video game except for excitement of playing it. You don't get paid for it. You don't build anything that you can use from it later.
But you can roast all these people.
Yeah, that's not. It's
What?
not fun. It's not really fun.
Why is it not fun?
I mean, it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
make your buddies laugh, but in the end,
yeah, we all laugh about it, but
Only when your buddies hear it.
yeah, but we're still sad inside.
yeah,
Even if we roast somebody in
I don't know. I just
face.
stay up so late and then I feel like crap the next day. And
Yeah, especially with 3 kids.
I don't know. I wake up laughing usually because someone says something really funny the night before. It's just
You don't have anybody else to take care of but yourself, though.
I got 2 dogs.
That doesn't count.
They're kids.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. They're tax write-offs.
Noah thinks his dogs are his kids.
I mean, they do the same thing
what-
as a kid. They
how
talk
many
back. They crap everywhere. They
How
feed
many
'em.
people would have dogs if you
Write 'em
got
off on your
if
taxes.
you got the child tax credit for them? How many dogs would you
I
have?
mean, they're a write-off for security.
No, how many dogs?
Or
would you
write
have
off for security.
if you got what is it, $2,500 per kid?
Oh, my dogs are going to the nicest.
I'd have like
pet
10
suite.
of them.
They're going to the nicest pet suite I can get them, and then I'm going on vacation.
Rosemary said 10. I would have 10. Sorry, Roast Marie. Roast Marie said she would have 10 dogs.
Have you ever seen the Office episode where Michael does the roast of Michael Scott and then gets really offended by the
At
roasting?
himself?
Who else can we go at? I feel like we just stayed on the topic of Joey.
Well, it's just the easiest way. There's white guy stuff. Pod Bless. Where's the show with? Well, sorry, I can't read.
Where
yet.
the show is what needs to be.
Pod Blessed.
Well, especially tonight.
We're having a hard time tonight, Jason. Yeah. Our Streamlabs was all messed up and couldn't get the show started. We were all prepared and ready to go, and it just was not working.
Josh and I got here at 7:30.
Oh, yeah, I was here
Josh
at 7:30.
was here at 7:15. I was here at 7:30.
Yeah.
And then Noah pulled up.
I got drenched in the rainstorm.
8:40.
Yeah.
And Joey still not got here yet.
Yeah, I know. He said he was on his way.
But anyway.
Always on time for the pulpit. Never on time for anything.
No, he's not. You watch on Sunday. He always comes up when the music's playing.
That's true.
He's on time.
That's not on time.
It's on time.
To be on time is to be
10
late.
minutes
to be
early is on time.
To be early is to be on time. But anyway, so yeah, maybe this will be a segment we'll bring back about lightly roasting people.
We'll bring it back next week and let Joey have a rebuttal. Like we'll do it to me. Or,
Let him roast all of us for what we roasted him on. We'll have to show him. I'll have to make a video clip to show him in person.
He's already got the pastor cop out of him. Too nice.
Oh, guys, I can't do that. You guys were just joking around. I understand.
Yeah, you didn't mean it. I know. You're
It's a
just doing
light
it for the
roast.
show. You're just doing it for our thousands of viewers.
Thousands of viewers.
We need somebody that comments in that's just named 1,000. But yeah, so that's my little. Actually, we didn't even click on my segment part, but that was my segment.
We'll just go into mine.
You want to go into yours?
Yeah, you don't
Should
even
I
hit the button.
We didn't
No.
hit the button for me.
We're just rolling.
This is
Yeah.
an equal opportunity podcast.
There you go.
Since when?
Just now.
Always.
Since you hired me?
Yeah.
Hired. You guys keep using that word.
I
Right.
get paid.
Does Joey pay you?
No.
The church does. But we'll not talk about that.
Yeah, let's not bring it up.
You don't get paid too?
I mean, it's JG Wetworth over here.
JG Wetworth, 877 cash now.
Did you say Wetworth?
Wetworth,
Wentworth?
Wentworth.
whatever, dude.
I don't know. It's been
Not
years.
his attorney. His attorney's Wetworth. I think you're getting scammed.
I can't afford the real one.
I used to have Eric C. Kahn, but he got busted. That was from back home.
I got Blake
Blake-
Faislin.
No, Blake Muslim.
Blake Muslim
Yeah.
instead of Maislin.
Yeah.
I like the Hammer.
The Hammer.
The Hammer.
The
is
guy
a
that you
great
see
guy.
driving up in Ohio or
Yeah.
Indiana. Yeah.
I got the nail.
The no-neck hammer. It's like a huge no-neck guy.
In a truck accident, call the Hammer.
We should start a service where like we become ambulance chasers and like we just show up like where? Like as they're getting on the stretcher.
Can you do that? Can you follow emergency vehicles around?
100%. Why can't you?
I don't think you can.
I saw Waze added this new thing. I noticed like in Hebron when like they leave for a call and you're like if you're on Waze and they'll be like ambulance coming up behind you in half a mile and like you'll look back and they'll like you can follow the ambulance to the scene.
Oh, wow.
Like it happens a couple times a week.
Yeah, until the murderer realizes that and then kills everybody that pulls up on scene.
I mean that happens a lot already.
No, it doesn't.
100%.
No, it doesn't.
Like dangerous crimes, police have to clear it before ambulances.
Noah, I make up facts before I even look it up.
Did you just roast yourself?
What do you
No.
say, Philip? Good to see you in the comments, bud. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, are you starting
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm starting. Wait, with you?
something? No.
I'll end it real before it even started.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Can I be in the
Noah,
middle?
you like to work out, right?
I mean, I don't call it working out, but I guess
Running.
I like to stay active.
You ran for a month until you broke your back. Didn't you break your back or something?
Oh, yeah. You were
No,
pretty.
that was snowboarding.
Well,
yeah, but
still,
you were running.
you were exercising.
You were training for your marathon, half marathon.
No, I got sick for that one. Back was like 2 years ago.
I don't know. Josh, you like working out.
I used to. I'd like to do it again soon.
Do you guys think that there is a? Because I started working out today. For those of you that don't know, again, I hit my number. I was like, I told myself, hey, if you get fatter than this, you need to start working out again. And I hit that number. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get down to business.
Respect.
That was the first time I really worked out was when my nephew grabbed my arm and flapped my skin flab under my arm. And that was like the thing it was like the fat shaming thing that got me to get into shape the first time.
You know what really gets me now
What's that?
is when my kids like on my belly.
You jiggle, Dad.
Yeah.
That one gets you. See, none of that bothers me anymore. I just want to be the hot dad for my
There's
wife.
two types of people. It's embrace it or fight it.
I've embraced it way too much.
Yeah.
My shoulders start to droop.
So where are you getting at with it?
Well, I'm just saying, when you work out, it seems to me that there's like a correlation between working out and mental health. So you work out. If you don't work out, we'll start there.
Yeah.
If you don't work out, you feel like you're a bum,
Lazy.
like you're
Let's
kind
go,
of your
let's go full roast on ourselves.
you
I mean, I
stupid, fat,
Totally
ugly.
agree with
I
that.
lose my breath tying my shoes.
The whole reason I ran a half marathon because I was like, I'm too fat. I can't run.
For a while there, it was either bend over or breathe, but I
Yeah.
couldn't do both at the same time.
No
No.
tying the shoes.
No,
I was really looking into Velcro shoes for a while.
seriously,
Yeah.
I
No,
can't tell
I
the
wasn't.
difference.
I don't have any.
You just get the slip on. Hey, dudes.
Yeah. Got to use a shoehorn though.
But no,
Yeah.
So you start working out, you start feeling better about yourself, you start getting some self-confidence, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it works that way.
Yeah.
Kinda.
So don't you think working out would fix a lot of the depression, anxiety,
I think there's a lot more
mental
to it.
health issues of America?
Well, it would help with a ton of stuff because if people are working out, they do feel a little bit better and it helps their body to be functioning properly.
Right.
So if your body's not functioning properly, you're going to have a little bit of sads.
I mean, for me, I can't, like, I find it really hard just to be like, I'm gonna go run the day, or like, I'm gonna go lift pointless weights for no reason today.
Well, you're
Like,
not doing it for no reason. That's the thing you have to get
That's
to the
in my
realization.
mind though. I
Yeah.
have to, like, that's why I like doing activities like climbing or like hiking, or like
Oh.
it has to be involved in something, because it's really like, I don't think of it as a workout, but like if I just said I went climbing for 8 hours today down at the gorge,
Yeah.
it's just like
It helps your mental
I
health.
can't even hold my arms up driving home, and it's just like I don't even think about it like that. But like, I don't know, I just can't do it like that.
It helps your mental health, though, right? You would
Yeah,
you'd admit-
100%.
Yeah.
But it's
Like,
also
oh.
like, I don't feel bad for some people that are like that. They don't change like their diet, or like they just lay in bed all day.
I mean, I'd do that.
Your diet has a lot to do with your mental health also.
I don't know. I think it's more of your exercise and you're getting up and doing things.
Yeah, 100%.
But because I could eat like crap
Yeah.
and still probably be okay.
it's somewhat healthy.
No.
Right.
There's
Healthier-
nothing healthy
they're
about
healthier
that.
than
It's
chips.
wholesome.
But I could eat like crap and still be all right. But
Yeah.
if I went and worked out, I feel like I feel better. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just mentally feel better. Like when you're out there, you're running or
Wakes you up.
walking or whatever you do.
I think there's a real age difference in this type of stuff.
That's truth.
I work out, so I can
Yes.
eat like crap.
That's true.
I think it's an age thing because I'm older than you guys, and I was in your same boat. When I was his age, I was just in shape for no reason, and I was just able to do whatever, eat 5 double cheeseburgers and just loaded fries and just like, yeah, well, that was fun, and I was fine. But that was a different time. And then as the older you get, the more your body starts shutting down to where the point it's like, oh, if I don't start lifting heavy things, my bone density is going to go down to where, case in point, I was talking to my cousin Nick, and him and Sean might hear this as they're in the office. Sean, the other day, he is just a year or two younger than me, maybe a year. He tore something in his knee. Meniscus. He tore his meniscus, and he has to go have surgery like this weekend or Friday or
that's not
something.
that bad.
Well, it still sucks.
It sucks.
Do you know how it happened? He was talking about it,
Say anything.
and I guess he was telling somebody about it. He was like, yeah, I was down in Georgia fishing, and this alligator was too close to the boat, and I was trying to get away from it, and it whipped its tail and hit my knee and tore my meniscus. And they're like, really? And he's like, no, I squatted down to pet a puppy, and it broke.
Yeah.
And it was just because, we get older and we don't do as much. And if you're not doing stuff with your body, making it move and working it out, I mean, stuff like that just happens. But that happened with my buddy Sean just a couple weeks ago.
And I feel like the older you get, though, the more those things
You
happen.
reflect on it.
I feel like people got to learn their bodies. Like, everybody's different.
Well, that's just like softball. That's the reason I don't play, because I don't work out. And I know I would tear an ACL.
I don't even think that's a workout at all.
It's not.
No,
I'm
he's saying that his body couldn't handle
like,
this.
Couldn't handle the sprint.
couldn't handle a sprint to first base or even swinging the bat. I would pull something. I went golfing the first time this year with you guys.
Yeah.
I was down for like 2 weeks just from golfing a normal game.
I'm not going to lie, after the first week or two of softball, well, not after, the first week or two of softball, after I swing or play whatever the field, I hurt the next couple, like it takes me a couple days recovery to
I
get
was
back into
hurting
it.
after the first game last week. After like just throwing, I was like, man, my arm hurts.
We're getting old. Like, I'm getting old.
Philip says, wait till you hit 50.
I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
really going to get bad.
Yeah.
I pulled my hamstring last night climbing, and I said,
Yeah.
"How do you do that?"
Climbing
Yeah.
what?
Plastic rocks.
Plastic rocks.
Not even a real one?
No, that's next week.
McDonald's Playland. Yeah.
No, he's not allowed within 50 yards of those.
Not
But yeah,
unless my PO says so.
You catch one charge and take away all the fun.
I keep saying it, and I'm excited about it when my little girl starts preschool, because I know I'll have at least a couple hours to myself in the mornings, and I plan on being buff dad, man,
So, question: why don't you just get buff now?
because
He's got a responsibility of a kid.
yep,
Why
I
don't
can't
you-
get anything done with her.
When does
man.
she go to
Why don't you
preschool?
just force your kid?
Why don't I force my kid to
I don't know. Like, look,
Go
this
work
is
out with me.
inexperienced
Hey,
person.
lift those weights over there.
This is two sides to a story here. Like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I'd set a goal to run a 5K and then like go to a track at like a local high school or something.
Well,
I'd be like, go play as I ran around them.
Well,
That
that's the
doesn't
thing.
work.
Yeah, it doesn't at all. But besides that fact, my mental state is very weak because I've not been working out.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mental state of saying, well, I'm just going to go put her in the daycare there at the gym and I'm going to do this. No, my thought is she's going to throw a big fit. I'll start to get into a workout and I'll have to quit, go get her and bring her back home. So I don't even want to try because my mental state's like, well, I've already give up before I could start.
Yeah, it's not going to work out before it even gets going.
Right. And so that's where my mental state is. But once I put her in preschool, I'm in my head, I'm like, that's it. That's the moment I got. I can go to the gym for 2 hours. I can do some yoga. I can do some calisthenics, throw some weights, hop in the sauna,
There you
sweat
go.
myself off.
Love it.
2 hours of working out. And I could do this 3 to 4 days a week.
You know, I was mad today because I ran my mile because I'm out of shape.
Yeah.
I was running a 5K every day for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, so I could barely make a mile now today.
Mm.
It's rough.
Yeah, it is.
And it's also like those first mile or two are the worst.
Yeah. So I cut it off at a mile. I was starting to feel like my legs were, my shins felt like they were on fire. So I stopped. I just started walking.
Just
and-
do push-ups in the living room, Matt
that's it.
says. The guy who's been working out since he was 12 years old.
Again, that's different body types. I feel like I could be that jacked if my body let me.
So I started walking.
If you just tried.
And then it's good. I went back to the house. I got on the stationary bike. Like I'm trying to do. You remember I was trying that 75 hard for a while.
Yeah.
I made it pretty far, but not far enough. Not the full 75.
It's hard.
Yeah,
They call it 75 hard for a reason.
yeah. But so I'm trying to do the 45 inside, 45 outside, like weights and
Yeah.
and
Do a
bike.
45-minute workout inside
Yeah.
and a 45-minute workout outside.
Right, exactly. But not the other constraints of that program.
Yeah, all the dieting and stuff like it. Well, and once you get started, once you start feeling good, that'll start in turn make you want to eat better.
Yeah, I think once you start feeling better about working out, then you're like, man, I'm not going to eat 6 cheeseburgers.
I mean, it has a big to do with it because, like, when I did work out, I didn't take into the diet into effect at all. I just worked out. And we were talking about that a second ago. And then all of a sudden somebody's like, oh, what kind of protein do you use? And in my head, I was like, what? What are you talking about? And they're like, you don't even take a protein powder or something like that? And I was like, no. And as soon as I did, I swelled up so fast I got stretch marks because I started drinking a protein shake every day and taking in more protein, and I just swelled up super quick that people thought I was on steroids. But I've been working out for like 2 years and never used a protein shake.
Really?
Yeah. And as soon as I did, I went
Maybe
swelled
I need
up.
to start doing. I don't do it. I just, I
I
haven't.
always change my diet
much,
before I get on a health kick.
Yeah.
Like that because I
It-
know
it makes a huge
when you start
difference.
working out and then try to change your diet. I feel like it makes me hungrier, and then I'm starting like I'm working out. I can go McDonald's now.
Yeah.
It's like I want to change my diet before I start working out.
I tell you, I'm not telling the fans this, but you guys this. If you reach out to Matt, he knows his stuff about macros and basically take the goal weight that you want and take in that many grams of protein a day. And it helps to, as you're losing weight, helps you to keep the muscle mass.
That's what I struggle with. I'm a carb guy, not a protein guy.
Well, you'll never be big then.
I know. That's why like I'm really good at stamina things.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to lifting weights,
And you're
it's
young,
not
though.
good.
You're still young.
Yeah, I've never.
I never tried that stuff when I was young until I did. And then I was like, oh, and then I quit working out.
I would say baseball, football, those trainings and stuff. I've never really done. I've bought the protein.
Yeah.
And I didn't really see. Tried it for a while and didn't really see a difference. So
Yeah.
maybe I needed to keep at it a little bit more.
Yeah, I mean it is a huge thing, and that's what Matt's even talked to me about a lot. Is just if you take in the amount of protein and cut a lot of the other stuff out, you'll see the progress in keeping the muscle mass. Because he was saying like a lot of people doing, even Jenny Craig counting calories. Like
Yeah.
you'll lose weight, but if you're not taking in a high deficit of protein, you're just going to look sick.
Well, and
They're like, hey,
eventually-
you lost a bunch of weight, and it looks like you have cancer.
Well, and
Like-
I know eventually you lose so much weight, and then you have nothing else to lose.
Yeah.
So then your
Start
body
eating
starts eating
muscles.
your muscle.
Yeah.
That's why
And
it's
I guess
important
if
to
the-
eat and sleep.
Not if you're chugging protein left and right, dude. For sure.
Or I'm just going to do steroids. I don't know.
Steroids is a quick fix, but you still have to put in the work.
Yeah, I know.
I knew some people that did steroids but never put in the work.
Yeah, I know.
What
I know
about
somebody
health
that does it.
supplements? You guys ever dibber dabber?
What kinds?
Just like health supplements.
I've
Not-
looked into different
not
ones.
like protein. or,
They're
know,
so
stuff
expensive. Like,
Yeah.
they're really expensive to get good
Well,
stuff.
And none of them really
I'm telling
work.
You,
A
I'm
lot
telling you, get the shrooms.
The shrooms.
The performance shrooms. I'm telling you, like I've tried a lot of random stuff. And they've
You can't have your pudding if you don't eat your meat.
like I hopped on for that half marathon training. I kind of like experimented with some like random stuff. They were like, this one's for joint pain. This one's for this. And it was just like the joint pain one made my joints hurt more than they helped.
Nothing has helped me more than that one day we were in here, me, you, and Joey,
And did yoga.
and we did yoga,
Yeah.
and then I started doing yoga every day, and I
dude.
quit doing it, and that's
Hot
what I was
yoga.
that's what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Was I did all this workout stuff today, and I forgot to do the yoga, like just the 10 minutes of yoga is all I really wanted to do,
Yeah.
and I was literally upset about it
Yeah.
because like I can feel it in my back now, my hips.
Low key, my favorite thing I used to do when I was doing the half marathon training. I don't know
Hot
why.
yoga?
I loved running again. Well, I loved hot yoga in general. But I'd run 5 miles every weekend at least, or whatever else, and then 20 minutes sauna afterwards. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It's like you just got out of the shower.
Sauna's the bomb. I do enjoy that a lot.
Uh,
But anyway, yeah, I think mental health has a big connection with the physical health.
100%.
He's saying creatine is second best behind protein. Jason.
Third.
Jason works out a lot too.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's
He's a fitness fella.
I don't know. I hear
Doesn't
that stuff.
and I could be wrong. Doesn't creatine put just water in your muscle?
Holds water.
Right. I don't know enough
I
about
don't
to say
know
that.
either.
It allows
so I
your
don't
body
I'm
to
sure
hold
those
water
two
That's
could
just
come
the-
in and say something about it. But
That's just the thing that I've heard about creatine. I don't.
yeah,
I
it
just
adds
tried
it in.
I hear it kills your liver and stuff.
Well, I
It's
don't
like,
need that. Then.
I try not to take it. But I don't know.
He looks like if the Liver King and
Like the
So-and-so
important thing
King-
with creatine is to make sure you're getting the proper diet already. Like you have to drink a lot of water.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that you can retain more of it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Mental health, working out. I think it's all correlated. And if more people worked out, mental health in America would go up.
Josh, you want to do a 5K in the fall?
No,
Why?
because I know myself.
4 months, 3
and
miles.
I'm not going to do that.
I know my rights.
4 months, 3 miles.
I can't even give my kid to a daycare that's inside the gym to go work out. I'm not running a 5K.
It's not even that far.
It is. It is all of those Ks, all 5 of them.
I
he
mean,
doesn't want any part of
Time
the
out.
5Ks.
when Brett signed up for the one, then bailed, and we were all like, "Oh, we can do 5K."
Yeah.
I could not do it.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie. It took me 45 minutes to do 3 miles, and I was like,
I
this
did a
is the
5K
worst.
when I was in shape, and Brad Salyers lapped me 3 times. But he was into CrossFit at the time. So he was like,
Can't get into the weight part.
dude, yeah, he passed us up, ran backwards, got back with us, ran with us for a while, ran around again, came back, got with us.
I mean,
Yeah, it
I'm
was
not even gonna lie. When I chickened out of that 5K, and then 6 months later, I ran a half. So
Yeah, it's
It's that Mickey Mantle gene. So
it's something. Got that dog in me.
you got that dog in you. Makes him at night. So yeah. So we had our light roast and we had our working out and mental health thing. Noah, do you have anything you were wanting to go on about?
No, I'm ready to go to bed.
Ready to go to bed? Well, let's get straight into our Pod Bless segment of the night. For those of you that don't know, we try to pick something out of the news that is a little funny or absurd or wild, and then we try to bless somebody's heart throughout that news story. Thus, like the old church ladies used to do, oh, look at her haircut. Oh, bless her heart. They really didn't mean that they liked it. It was their slight roast that they were doing as well.
right.
So anytime somebody says, well, bless their heart. So we turned our segment into Pod Bless Your Heart.
Pod bless your heart.
Where are we looking at tonight?
We're looking at a redemption.
A redemption story of a Pod Bless segment we've done in the past.
We got Wally the alligator.
Joey's going to be so upset he's not here to read about this one with us.
I mean, Joey could probably fight Wally. In his opinion.
Yeah. Those things scare me. Go ahead.
Wall-
right.
It's Wally the alligator, right? Guy had an emotional support alligator that he tried to take to a baseball park,
Yeah,
And
the
they kicked
Phillies
him
part.
out.
and they kicked him out.
Yeah.
He
was
was
a-
now world famous.
He was a viral sensation. He's back in the news.
Oh, I didn't even read this part.
Oh, the runaway horse?
No, this one.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Have you seen the emotional support alligator? Wally's owner says he's lost in Georgia.
While vacationing,
Yeah.
the alligator was vacationing.
Well, he was vacationing with his emotional
That's-
support
that's what he
alligator.
This dude's always on vacation. He's not even from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he was on vacation when he went to the ballpark, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was exploring. What would you do if you're sitting at a ballpark and you just look over and there's a guy with an alligator on the leash?
He's like, dude, it's got to be a part of the show.
Don't even try it.
I would
All
flip
right.
out.
Yeah, you want me to hit it or you?
Go ahead now.
All right. Wally the alligator, nearly 6 foot long emotional support alligator, adventuring around Pennsylvania, visiting nursing homes, splashing around in Philadelphia's Love Park fountain, meeting the mayor and smiling in his red harness with various admirers hugging and owning him. In recent days, they've been overtaken the pleas for help. Wally is missing in Georgia now. Whereas owner
The country or the state?
Georgia.
doesn't specify here.
I'll say.
Owner says he was kidnapped, recovered,
Is it the
and
country?
released into a swamp.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I was saying that. I was like, am I stupid?
Henny and Wally were visiting friends from Brunswick when someone took the gator from his pen in the early hours of April 21st. The Wally Gator Facebook page posted Saturday. This is a quote from his owner. Wally was stolen by some jerk who likes to drop alligators off into someone's yard to terrorize them.
Oh.
The following day, once discovered, they called the DNR, Department of Natural Resources, called a trapper. Trapper came and got him and released Wally into a swamp with about 20 other alligators.
Oh, no.
Jeez, Wally's gone.
Come here, Wally.
NPR said they responded to a nuisance alligator call and released it into a remote location.
I wonder if he had his red vest on that he walks in with.
They cannot confirm or deny that one of the gators was Wally or where he is now.
Oh, man. He should have had him chipped.
Wally Gator Facebook page did not specify the location.
Wait. Did you say Wally Gator?
That's the name of the Facebook
Like
page.
an alligator, Wally Gator? That's hilarious.
Wally the alligator.
It's like the crocodile from Peter Pan.
They urge people to get in touch with Henny to aid in the search and pray because we need a miracle, especially given the presence of other alligators.
I'm gonna bring it up in church on
Time
Sunday.
out.
Be
I have a
like,
prayer request.
hey, Wally the alligator, you know.
Who is,
Joey, you know.
who is the poor guy that's gonna walk into a random shop? Here, Wally, like with other alligators. Like, are you Wally? And reach out and pet him.
You're not Wally, and you throw it back. You're not Wally.
Oh, you snapped at me. You're not Wally.
Oh, jeez. Poor guy.
Swamp is very large, and the trapper said the chances of finding him, Wally, is slim to none. It continued, but this is Wally. Joey and friends are currently headed to the swamp to search and will continue daily.
Joey's there. Is that where he's at tonight?
Call him.
No, this-
Call him.
It's Joie.
Yeah, I
Oh.
know. That's how it spells it.
As of Friday, nearly 400 people had donated more than $10,000 to an online fundraiser for travel costs, advising costs, and possible legal and veterinary costs.
Okay,
What
now
is-
this is besides the fact, but like, there's more important things to spend money on than going and helping this guy find
Wally
his
went
Wally.
home. Isn't that the whole point of the Disney show? Like, he's in the swamp.
I guarantee you, this guy is gonna maybe 30 days later. He just raised $45,000 on social media. He's gonna be like, he's here.
Found him. Thanks.
Dude, that's like,
Bought a
imagine, that's
new
like
alligator.
that's like throwing a bougie person into the ghetto. Like, he and Wally's probably like, oh, this is terrible.
Wally's dead. Wally got
he-
eaten by
yeah,
other
he did.
alligators.
Yep.
Because he's like, hey, where's my hot dogs?
There is a no questions asked reward for Wally's safe return. Very, very important to me and a lot of other people that makes me happy and puts joy in their hearts.
Oh my goodness.
He's a very famous alligator, apparently.
Well, yeah, he got famous for getting kicked out of a ballpark.
Yeah, that's literally what I just said. He was 8 years old when that happens.
Man. And crocodiles alligators live for like thousands of years if they can just survive.
Wally loves chin rubs, giving hugs, doesn't bite when people get close.
Whatever.
And he says this is rare because he's never seen it in his 3 decades of handling alligators.
There was the interview with Peterson, the real smart guy that's on all the podcasts and stuff. What's his first name? It's not Clarence Peterson. It's
No.
he's a real smart guy, and he talks like this all the time, and he gets in fights at universities because they're like, you're a Nazi, and he's like, no, I'm not. Anyway, somebody was interviewing him about Peter Pan. He's like, well, if you think about it, the crocodile has a clock inside of him, which is we're all afraid of time, the concept of time. And Hook, after he had eaten Hook's hand, he constantly was looking to capture him, and Hook, being the rebel that he is trying to escape time and never age. And the other guy said, yeah, I think it's because he was made of meat.
So
That the crocodile kept chasing him all the time. And he was like, I mean, yeah.
here's the kicker.
Could be.
So in Pennsylvania, you were allowed to have an emotional support reptile.
Yeah.
In Georgia, you're not. On Friday, a post from the Wally Gator Facebook account said the DNR had told Henny he would be prosecuted if he tries to catch the alligator.
Oh.
They declined to comment beyond their statement.
What a twist.
So everybody in the pages,
Hold on. Read that last paragraph.
Meanwhile, in a Wally fan, that one?
Yes.
Or-
In a
Rated.
Wally fan Facebook group, worried admirers are discussing the logistics and legal aspects of his situation and suggesting tactics for trying to find him, from flooding the governor's office with calls to distributing flyers in the area to calling in TV dogs and
TV's Dog the
the
Bounty,
Hunter. Oh my gosh.
They're trying to get dog killed. They're like, go find this alligator for me.
Hey, if you find the wrong one, you might get to eat your wife again, you
No.
know?
come here, brother. We're taking you back.
Hey, get this gator a cigarette.
Hey, man, I'm your butt. I'm here to help you. I'm here. I'm your buddy.
Calls him every name under the sun.
Let us catch you before they do.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I've watched every season of Dog the Bounty Hunter.
yeah.
Oh, man.
They're going to have their paintball guns shooting alligators in the swamp.
So I guess the bigger thing is, click it back over so we can see comments in case people are commenting in. But the bigger thing here is to where do you buy that mental health stuff? Philip said. I forgot what I was going to say. The bigger thing is we need to follow the Wally Gator webpage.
I mean, I don't know.
We
how
need to get
old
on
that
there
article was. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Hey, that's our beef. We're looking to get into an online beef.
That's true.
We're like, this
It
is.
could get us on the map if we get into a beef with walligator.com.
Yeah, we're like,
competing
hey,
about
I'm
it.
glad they
Or-
did this to
Or is
this
it
alligator.
walligator.org?
Walligator.
It deserves to be in the swamp.
This page is all about the Wally, the emotional support alligator. They got a picture of this alligator driving a car in sunglasses at night.
Who wears sunglasses at night? That's so irresponsible.
What? How old is this alligator? Is he allowed to drive that car?
8 years old.
All right, we actually have an update an hour ago from the page.
Found
Live action right now.
Good evening. I don't have much to report on this evening.
Oh, that's a good report.
I'm sure many of you seen the posts from this lady and her legal counsel for Wally. I ask for the utmost respect towards her as she is doing everything in her power to get Wally back. I also appreciate each and every one of you and the love you have for I and Wally.
And the love you all have.
People,
for
keep in mind, this is a public page. Have noticed some rude comments.
Now, when Wally gets his feelings hurt, it's not crocodile tears because he's an alligator.
It's illegal for the guy to share where he dropped Wally off or any other alligators. They are just doing their job and following walls. This is why we have an attorney. I don't know how that would work.
Well, that's just like the pastor and his wife who just died. Everybody thought he had her murdered, and because everybody's a sleuth on the internet, they think they figured it all out, but she actually took her life and stuff. That was big this week in the news too. Matt says Wally is going to be that alligator from Princess and the Frog that plays the trumpets. That is a good Disney movie that no one talks about that much.
What Lyle crocodile?
Yeah.
I guess not really an alligator, but
Yeah.
my
Well,
kids
still.
love that movie.
This guy's probably shedding crocodile tears.
No, it's an alligator. Anyway, so are we blessing the old man who lost another battle with Wally?
We have to because
He got
This is-
kicked out of the ballpark. Now he's lost his alligator.
I mean, he got kidnapped. The gator got kidnapped.
he got
Yeah.
gator napped.
Thank you. That one's going that route too.
You know what it is? This is a territorial thing. How many gators are in Georgia?
A lot.
Really?
Yeah. Look that up,
Florida.
Jamie.
The Florida Gators
Florida Gators, but yeah, that's not far off.
Yeah, Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia, Florida line. Country
you go.
music.
But,
Toby Keith. Make the connections.
oh, I know who stole Wally. It's Florida Georgia line. Toby Keith.
Rumor is
He
he's
died.
being
So we'll never know.
time out. Rumor is he's being kidnapped and held ransom because he got dropped off in a private pond.
Ooh. Well, the DNR come and got him, though.
Well, they apparently they have a private place they release him.
If you were the ones that kidnapped the alligator and took him to your private pond, and you saw that they raised $45,000,
get him back,
wouldn't that
no
not,
questions
would that
asked.
not be enough for you to get
I don't
like,
know,
here you go?
it's-
I'd wrestle him for a second time. And
It's
bring him
going
back.
up in price too.
Well, he doesn't bite you. Just give him a little chin rub. And
First thing I'm doing if I kidnap that alligator is I'm going down to the banks and charging people $20 a photo,
Taping his mouth shut and letting him pet on him.
and then we'll have a gator wrangling church.
Gator wrangling church. That's snake handling churches down in Harlan County. So yeah, gator wrangling, Northern Kentucky. We go big. We don't go little snakes.
we get the Wildcats.
Joey will give a live preaching lesson on how to wrestle an alligator.
I think he'd be better off wrestling an alligator than he would a bobcat.
Yeah, because once you get that alligator like by the
Once you rub their
snout,
bellies, once you
Yeah.
rub their bellies, they
think
love you forever. Is that how
The
that works?
only,
you just got to hug him. Apparently,
I mean, as long as he doesn't get a little belly ache.
Joey could fight anybody as long as his tummy's okay.
A strong man, that's the only thing that can kick me down.
Think I got the black lung ball.
Oh, he stood on my stomach.
Oh no, it's just a diarrhea, Dad. Anyway, who are we gonna bless, boys? Wally.
Wally's dad.
It's gotta be Wally's dad.
Yeah, Wally's
I mean,
dad.
Wally could be having the time of his life. Like, for all as we know.
I
he
think
could-
Wally's dead.
Wild out Wally.
God
Yeah.
bless your heart, sweetie.
I don't know.
I wasn't expecting to hit it.
I just want to get to bed.
Wilding out Wally.
There's no way he's alive because he's not used to fighting for
Oh,
food.
no.
There-
Yeah.
there's no way.
There's no way he's still going. I
mean,
wonder how big he was because they said he was 6 foot at the one point, but I don't know if that was when he got captured. He was 6 foot.
I'd like to imagine he probably like went up to a bigger alligator and like saw food, and that alligator just probably like
Oh.
snapped him in half.
I saw a video of a guy, I forget where it was, but he was clearly on drugs.
Yeah,
And he was on the side of the freeway and there's an alligator out there.
kicking it and stuff.
And he's pointing at it, yelling at it, and all of a sudden it just comes up and bites his leg.
I think it'd be such a way better, nicer world if animals could talk back to us.
I don't know, man. They're pretty annoying. I can imagine it's like having a bunch of toddlers running around.
But it's annoying because you can't understand them.
Bacon. You got bacon? Food? You got food? Water? Food? Water?
Like, geese would crack me up.
Wake up, I gotta go out, wake up.
If they could talk to us, though, they'd be so much more rude.
Or like birds yelling in the morning. Crickets.
Right now, especially. Crickets are bugs, though. They're not going to count. They're
Like-
stupid. They're not going to talk.
Whole gang of ants.
Gants. That's what you call a gang of ants.
It's a gaggle of ants.
That's a
Alright.
gaggle of geese.
We've gone too far.
We just hit an hour, actually, surprisingly, after our late start. Thanks all those for tuning in and commenting in. We do appreciate you. Sorry for the technical difficulties that we got started a little late. Sorry to ourselves, because I'm tired.
We're just gonna leave this for Joey.
We're still dragging it.
You know, I woke up at 5 a.m. too. I've been up since 5 a.m. I just thought about that. I usually wait till like 7:30.
I'll call you in the morning.
Oh,
when I
you
get up.
want Wibble
I won't wake up. I don't need a cookie. I don't like cookies.
Except for those churro ones.
I like popcorn chips. Kettle corn.
Popcorners.
What do they call it? Yeah, popcorners. Thanks everybody for tuning in, for being a part of the show. If you're out there, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you're not a part of our YouTube channel, go over to Pod Bless on YouTube. Subscribe. That helps us out a ton. We've got like 98 subscribers right now, but the more we get, the more we can take off on YouTube, and it's a lot better platform to watch from. I know a lot of people comment on through Facebook, but be a part of it with us and have a good time out there being a part of the show as a guest as you comment in. Say a little prayer for Joey and his whittle tummy and his HURWT. He's been off work all week.
I feel like at this point, we should just go ahead and make like an SPCA commercial for next time he's out.
In the arms of an angel.
It's just like, for 99 cents a day.
If you've not listened to the audio, go out, check out the audio for later. I know a few people listen afterwards. Go follow us on those platforms and download our video or our audio shows. It helps us out in the algorithm as well. And share it with some friends. If you have anybody that's not heard the show, share it with them. Go out there to our TikTok, give it a follow, like our TikTok, leave a comment. It helps us out as well to get out there. And maybe one day we'll be famous. Who knows? You think?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Let's
Your mom
just go
said I
down.
was famous.
Your mom's house got famous. There's a lot of these guys started off small and eventually they got big. Maybe one of us can get in the news and we'll talk about how we were on
we
Pod
can
Blast.
definitely get in the news.
I'm going to try to get in our local magazine's paper. We get a local magazine in Crescent Springs and stuff.
It's like $1,200 to ring out an ad on it.
Oh, I don't want to pay to get an ad. I want them to come interview me. And I'm going to be like, also, I have a really cool podcast you need to check out.
Bro, 75's right here, just painted on that belly and run down the highway.
Well, let's get a billboard. You ever heard of Time for Pie? They paid for a billboard to be put in so they could put their own advertisements in their little town. It's hilarious. Oh,
You can rent a billboard goes at like $1,000 for the month.
ooh, for a month, dude. $1,000 could get us a brand new camera.
Not including. It's not.
It could get us
including
2 cameras,
It's not including your printing fee to print it out or design
digital
it.
ones. Gotta get
Well,
those digital
You have to
ones.
pay a designer and then a processing. And
Thanks
Look
for
into
everybody for keeping up with us and tuning in. We'll catch you next week, I think. Yeah, I'll be around. I'll be going camping the next day after, though.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
that'll do it for us. I'm Josh.
I'm Brett.
I'm Willie Bush.
And this is Pod Bless. There we go. We got it going. We got through it.
Hugs and kisses.
Hugs and kisses. We miss you, Wowie. We had a lot of baby talk tonight.
Hey, Wally.
Okay,
If you find Joey, let us know.
Bro, this is a prime story of a children's book.
I should bring some alligator jerky next week. I found Wowie.
Wally's jerky.